welcome back to tazwells12 again. Thank you for coming back and watching another one of my videos. I really do appreciate that you keep coming back to watch these. Today's video is going to be about colour correcting. So I have one for purple, yellow, green and peach, and I have got a couple of brands in each one, so I'll be able to show you them at the same time. We are just gonna do the boring stuff before we get into that video. As you can see, I have done this makeup look. That will be another video on my YouTube, so that should be before this one, but could be a bit of a change around, you never know, do you? Into the video, I'm just going to do the boring stuff, which is please subscribe to my channel, which is tazwells12. That is what you're watching now. There is loads more on there. There is makeup hauls, lots. So yeah, please subscribe, please hit the notification bell, because whenever I upload a video you will be notified straight away to see it straight away when it gets loaded up. So that's that. Please like the video if you like the products, if you like the video in general, if it helps you, anything that you like, please just give that a thumbs up, so I know what videos you really like. And the last thing is, please like or subscribe to my other social medias, which are TikTok and Instagram. They are the same as tazwells12. I think that is everything. Before I ramble on anymore, let's get on into the video. So the first thing I am going to do is just pin my hair up. I'm just going to use a clip because I think it's the best. And I'm just going to go through the products and then we can decide where we want to put them on my face. One I've not used for the first time because I've not really felt to need it, use it or need it, but I got it just in case because I think this product is really good because they do some other colours, but we'll just get into that. So I will show you the products first. So the one I was on about that I don't really use a lot, but we can try it out today. I've got this in different colours like I've said. This one is the PS Prep and Perfect. So this one is from Primark. It is like this. This is a colour correcting fluid, that's what they're calling it. This neutralises and conceals yellow undertones. So I don't feel like I've got a yellow undertone on my face, but we could be very wrong today and this could be one of my favourites. I kind of hope it doesn't because I don't think it's being sold in Primark anymore, the purple and lilac one, because they are originally £2.50. I don't know why this one's got euros on it, but I got these when they were like 50p. So yeah, I really do not in a way hope that this works for my tone and makes my foundation better, because at the end of the day I'm going to be in a bit of trouble, aren't I? So yeah, so this is the first one, so that's what it looks like. The next one I have got and I use quite a lot is the peach one. So I have also got this in the same one. They, like I said, they do a few. So this ones are the newer ones from the Primark range, and this one conceals dark circles and discoloration. So I kind of use this one if I've just put a moisturiser on or a primer and I don't want loads of makeup on, but I just want to get any red tones or underbags, anything like that from my face when I'm not putting foundation on, because this is the best thing. It covers it up but it's still natural at the same time. So that's that one. So this is obviously a liquid form. Like I said, they are £2.50 each. I think they're really good for that price, because in most other drugstores they are quite expensive, so I think that one's quite good for that. The other one I've got in from the PS1 is a CC color corrector, corrects dullness, that's all it says on this one, but these are the ones that they originally come out with first. These are a pen version. I will show you how I use these. They are quite tough on the skin. I think that's why they come out with the fluid range after, because they are so good. But yeah, these are a bit tough on the skin, but I didn't want to get rid of them because they are still really good. And if you do run out of that one, you have still got this one. So that's that. One I have got is a yellow one. I have not got one of the new ones in this, but I have got the old one. So this is like I just showed you a minute ago. So this is obviously the PS range. This one was first coming out. I don't think they've got these in store anymore. Like I said, they've got the fluid ones, but this is the only yellow one I have got. So they may have a liquid one in that version, but I've not really seen it. So this one corrects under eye circles. So this one is another one that could be a dupe for the peach. Maybe they've combined it. I really don't know. We don't have a clue. So we're going to try this one and see where I can put this one as well. So that's that one. I have another one. This is from a different brand. I got this quite a few months ago. So this is from the Max Factor. This is a colour corrector, but it's a highlighter. So as you can see, I'll bring it closer. If I pop the lid off, you can see it's got a very shiny top. It's definitely like a highlighter. You could use this on your cheeks, but the best place I use this is probably in your eyebrows, because it's the best to get in there. So we will show you that. So that's that one. As much to colour correct my skin before I put foundation on. This one will be after. The last one I have got is the most I've got, because I had to get some others in between, because the one that I use the most did run out. So I have obviously got this in the older version. I've got a couple of these because I was using these quite a lot, but like I said, they were very rough on my face. Yeah, that's how much I've got left of that one. So I did use this one quite a lot. I think these are the only versions they were doing before the liquid ones came out. So this is obviously from the PS range. They don't do these anymore. The colour corrector, correctness of red areas. So that's what it is mainly for. So that's the first one. Then I obviously got this in a liquid form. I think I got it in this one first. So this one is from Collection, and this is the Lasting Perfection colour correcting concealer, up to 16 hours wear, balances out red tones and flaws. And I still think this one is still really good, but this one is quite pricey. I think this is like normally £4 something, so it's big different from the Primark one. So this is the first one I did get, but I did think that was quite pricey, but it is still a good little colour corrector. The next one I got was the Primark one when they eventually come out with it. So this is the PS1, the Prep and Perfect colour correcting fluid. This contracts redness and blemishes, so it is for mainly spots or red areas. I do get them quite a lot on my face. I get them here, I've obviously got one on my nose, I get them quite a few places, so that's why I've got mostly green ones. So that one then come out. Then because that went off the scale because they were obviously £2.50 and they were half the price of a normal one. I kind of panicked a little bit, so then I went and got the Barry M1, which is the flawless colour correcting wand, neutralise redness, so it does exactly the same thing, but this was quite pricey. I think it was the same price as the collection one, but wasn't as good. But this is the only one I could find at the time, but I've still kept it because obviously if I run out of any of the Primark ones, this is this. But I know recently been in Primark and I picked another one of these up, so you're okay, these are still in stock at the moment. That is all the colour correctors I've got, so now we will put them on my face. I have about 3 applicators that I normally put this on with. I used to put this on with this brush, which is an Eco's Tool one. It is just a very soft brush, very rounded. It used to be the best thing that I used to put them on because it used to blend them out very well, even the crayon ones. So that used to be the best thing I used to use. The fluid ones is these little sponges. I think these come from Primark as well. I don't know if they do them anymore, but they're really, really good. So I've obviously got one for yellows and any peachy colours, and then I have got one for the greens because blending them together. So we will use all 3 today and we will go from there. So I think what's best is to do is to figure out what I can use first, because the green is quite thick and it will cover quite a lot, so I think that's probably the best one to do at the end, so we'll do that one at the end. Yellow one. So this is the corrects under eye circle, so we'll do that. So you just scroll it up and then you just draw on these. I've probably got really, really dry, but they're not that bad. As you can see, the colour payout comes off on your face, but they are just unbelievably dry. So what we'll do is probably use the brush for these. So that's saying that it's under there, but we don't want to just use that, so we'll blend that in. Brush just blends that in really, really good. You just need to make sure that you get it in a good amount because you do not want it. So that's obviously that would be good enough for me, because obviously I wouldn't go out the house just like this. You obviously would put foundation on the top of these. Do not just put, the only one I would use normally to use just on its own would be the peach one, like I said. So we just blend this one. These crayon ones are a little bit harder, but like I said, this brush is amazing. This brush, the bestest thing for it, and look, I told you, like, it blends it in so well. So that's that. We'll go for this one next. So this one's saying it corrects dullness, so I would put that under my eyes as well, because that's what I've been doing with the peach one. So I think that's the only place that it looks dull on my face. You can obviously see this is making a big, massive difference. So we're gonna go with this one now. Like I said, just blend it on. Maybe come down a little bit, but they're still really creamy, these pens. I still don't have any fault with them. So we're gonna use the brush because it's ones. So just drag that down my face, and you probably can see that it's making a massive difference now. If I'm going for a night out, I probably wouldn't use these all together, but you can obviously, you can tell this is making a massive difference to my face, so that's really good. Like I said, if you get crayon ones, get a really soft brush because your face will be really sore. So I think what probably is best to use next is the green pencil, just to get that out of the way. So we will use the brush again with that, and then we'll go on to any of the liquid ones. as you can see, I've got a red mark here, red mark here. Anywhere that you've got a red mark, just basically put this. That'll probably be enough because we've got to use the liquid ones as well. So go back in with the brush. And just cover over where you think you are mostly red. And I was using these crayon ones for a long time, but like I said, I had to find a soft brush to blend them in because I'm not being funny, but it was hurting my face. And now noticing on my skin, these do dry my skin out, but when that is the only thing that has been created, you can't go with really anything wrong. So as you can see, they have worked, but they've really dried my skin out. So what we'll do now, we'll go on to the liquid ones. I'll leave the green liquid ones to last. Like I said, I haven't got a yellow one, I've got a peach one and a purple one. So let's read them what the purple one. The purple one neutralizes and conceals yellow tones. So let's have a look at my face now, what we haven't covered. So here would be a yellow tone, I think, and sort of here. Apart from that, I don't think I've got massive yellow tones in my... I'll put a little bit up here, but I don't think I'm massively, but we're just going to do it to try it. But here and here, as you can see, these are so creamy as well. Yep, so we just stick. Use the no, I'll use the peach one for this. I'll use the peach one because I think it's not going to make a massive difference. So these are obviously wet, I've damped them. So just prod that in place. And then we can see if it makes a massive difference. Cool, right. So that's definitely lightened me up, I would say. So it's definitely took the yellow tone out. We probably could use a little bit more. Like there. This side, I think the yellow tone has gone. Yep, so... Yep. So there you go. So that's definitely whitened me up. I am looking very pasty at the moment, so that's not the greatest things. But yes, so that is that. On to the peach one. Like I said, I literally use under my eyes, and I will use in my brow and a bit at the top like that, and just a little bit in the middle of that. So we'll just use a sponge again. These little sponges are great because they definitely get into the areas you definitely want to cover, and they've got that little triangle, so that makes it obviously like that. So that's definitely blended in. I'm still looking really pale, but I think my face has got a bit of not moisture, and a bit of oomph into it, and not dry. It doesn't look dry anymore. There we go. So that's that. So that's been most of them. So now we'll go on to the green ones. So what we'll do is probably this side of my face, I will use the Perfection. In the middle, I will use the Primark one, and on here, I will use the Barry M. So we can just get a good mixture of what. So this is a Collections one. So you can get a good look at how these liquid ones work. So this is the Primark one, the best one, I think, personally. As you can see, that's a massive different green from that. So I think that's that. Then we will use the Barry M1 this side. Oh, so this is very green as well, which is really good. Just what we need. So I'll just use the sponge with the green on it and go from probably this side to that side. And then you can see how these all blend in and how well they work. And now you can see why I left the green to last, because this one is the hardest to blend in, and when you're putting foundation over the top of this, this is what you need, because obviously it's got a green tone. So you can see that I've got quite a lot of green, not this side this much because a thing, but you can see obviously my spot still. This is really good. It is covered, so is the Primark one. I think they are really good. They're the most darkest ones. So is just let that dry for 2 seconds. I will go and wet my sponge, and then we will use the Miss Sporty one. We'll go on that one. So we'll use that one, and then we will, and then I can give you a review on this if you've not seen this before. And then we will go lastly on to the highlighter. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. So we are back. I have wetted my beauty blender, so it is very moist. And we're going to use this foundation. So this foundation is the Miss Sporty one. It is the Mission Correction. It is a concealer, a foundation and a highlighter, so it's a multi-action. And this is in 001 Ivory, so it's not a very dark foundation. And I think I also got this out of Poundland, so this is a very cheap foundation. Miss Sporty is not a very expensive brand in Superdrug anyway, so I think this will do really well for this, because it will test out the colours and see even if a foundation like this can still be really good after you've done all your colour correcting. So we'll get on to that. I'm just gonna pump it on my face. That's what I normally do with foundations. I don't really like the smell of this foundation, by the way. It's a bit like floral. So whoever made this foundation did not think of the smell for definite. Right, so that's how much I'll put on for now. If we need some more, I will go back and put some more on. This is probably a little amount I put on for the normal day, but if I was going out for a night out, it would be a lot more. So let's just do this. I just don't want to look pale anymore. So we might have to like put a little bit more on, because like I said, this foundation is quite light anyway. Let's talk about one layer before I put another layer on. So, this side I'm not impressed about, because you can still see the red, not as bad, but you can still see them. This side has done really well, but I don't think I've got as many, but I still did have a few. The one bit that's disappointed me about is the primer one in the middle, but I don't know if I just didn't put enough foundation on and my sponge has decided to, I think the sponge has soaked it up, so it could be that. So what we'll do is we'll go on a second layer and we'll definitely review it after that, and then I can review this as well. So, but this is not my normal foundation I'd use anyway, so it's not the best of things. It's literally just something I do generally use. But yeah, let's just put it on. Try it. Right. So that's the second layer. It'll make a big difference. Okay. Really, my hair. I think looks better. I think that's the foundation. The foundation's gone really into my pores. Not the greatest things, but like I said, I just got it out of the pound shop. I just did it in case I did an eye video and I wanted to put something on just to make my skin look a little bit flawless. Not a foundation I definitely use, so not the biggest fan of that. But I think the colour correctors have definitely done what they needed to do for the fact that that was a cheap foundation. I think it's done really, really well. I think it is definitely hid most of my areas. I definitely look very pale, but like I said, I would never normally try these many on my face. I'd probably normally put the peach one on and the green one on. They are definitely my favourites and I would definitely use them again, so I just think that it's that. But they have definitely done the work, so I'm still very happy with that because I do look flawless. Let's just try the last one so you can have a look. In my opinion, you don't really need a beauty blender to blend this in. I think you just use it as it is. So normally I would just go up here along my brow after I have done my foundation, and it normally gives you a nice natural shimmer to the eyes. You probably just have to blend it a little bit in. You can do that with your finger if you think you've put too much on, but I think it just gives that extra shimmer. You probably can see it on my eyebrows. Yep, and if you want to use it as a highlighter, you probably can. I don't see why not. At the end of the day, it's not the glimmerest of things, but you can see it a very, very tiny bit. But you can definitely see where I put it on my brows, and that's why I always use it. I accidentally bought this months ago thinking it was a white colour corrector. It was clearly not. I was like, I don't think I can, that looks really shimmery. So I have kept it, and like I say, yes, you can see it. Yeah, you can definitely see it on my cheek now. So that is where I use it the most, is in my brow. Not an essential, it's not something I take around all the time, but if I remember to use it, it definitely works. And it could even work if you just want to put this on very quickly after you've done your brows. Just put this on, peach one, put it on the bit of your cheeks, just give that extra shimmer, and I don't see why not. It's not a bad product, but it's not a product that I definitely need. So I'm just going to take my hair down, and I will be 2 seconds. So I just took my hair down because I was getting a little bit fed up with it up. So I think it looks better with it down. This will be the end of the video. I hope that that really helped you out. I hope that you found out what the peach, the green, the purple, the yellow has done for you. I hope that that really does help you out. It's a shame I didn't have a yellow liquid. I probably would have done all 4 of them and just done them on their own. If you just want to see that video, I can do that. But this should give you an overall what these colour correctors do, or any colour corrector that you can get, because I've showed you a couple of different brands. So I do hope this has helped you and advised you what ones you need to look out for. It's basically just looking on your face to see where the colours are. Like I said, I mainly use a peach, yeah, so that's helped you out and it gives you the idea. So yeah, these are the 2 I mainly use. Video, please give it a thumbs up if you like the products, if you like the advice, blah blah blah. If you liked anything, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, which is tazwells12. And also look at TikTok and Instagram, they're tazwells12. Give me a subscribe, give me a like, have a look on there. I do promote other things than YouTube, so go on there. And yes, I have also forgot to say in the beginning of this video that this is not sponsored. I have brought all these out of my own money. So yes, this is not sponsored by any of the brands that I did show you. So please come back, please watch my videos, and yeah, so I think this will come to a wrap now. So thanks for watching, and mwah and little love, like I give every single video. It is a habit, and I will see you next time. Bye.